But yeah, let's have a look. Xbox is Avowed, who I think is being made by Obsidian, who's good. Xbox's Avowed pushes identity politics, forces you to pick pronouns, and adds they them to the game. That's lame. Why they adding they them? Is that why they hated Hogwarts Legacy? Because they didn't put they them in the game. I think it was that issue. I don't even know. But I remember it got hate. Or is it because of I think it's because of J.K. Rowling's views on transgender. I think that's what it was. Yeah. But anyway, let's have a look at Avowed. But I hope you're having a good day. I hope everyone's good. How you doing, Father? And then go make another song with Rihanna, Drake. He needs to just go over there and listen to Rihanna. And cry about her because she's with ASAP as well. Got his babies. So it's just a lose-lose for him, poor bastard. Now Kendrick's dropped the album. Burning him. But yeah, Xbox's Avowed pushes identity politics, forces you to pick pronouns, and adds they them to the game. Why they got to do stuff like that? It's crazy. It's the people that are running it. Crazy.
Every time a game gets delayed, it seems that they get further away from their initial vision. And while there are a lot of titles that have released over the past few years that have pushed identity politics, that have chosen body types A and B or 1 and 2.
Yeah, A and B. That's not male and female. Well, it's male and female. It's what it's been since realities began.
That have added pronouns to games, it seems that Xbox's upcoming first-person fantasy RPG Avowed is going to do the same exact thing. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live stream.
And this girl here, she's based. I like her. Good bit of stuff she's got.
And consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I can't say I'm very shocked to hear that developers are going out of their way to add things like pronouns to their games. Absolutely pointless additions. You should just have a male and a female. It should be that simple. But now developer Obsidian Entertainment and publisher Xbox Game Studios
Now we want they them. First, how many genders are there? Let's have a quick Google search. How many have they found? Fuck, man, bad luck. There are many gender identities, including. Alright, cool. A gender. A person who doesn't have a gender or sees themselves as neither a man nor woman, so a nothing. Bigender. A person who has 2 or more gender identities, such as identifying as both male and female. Crazy. Cisgender. A person whose gender identity matches their biological sex assigned at birth. So this is the sane one, yeah? This is the normal. This is it. This is what we've had like since like I said earlier, reality began. Okay. Demigender. What the fuck? A person that sounds demonic. Sounds like the lackey of a demon. Like the slave of a demon. They call him a demigender. Give me your demigender. Run over there. Go to the shop for me, says the demon. So a demigender is someone who sometimes identifies as one gender and sometimes identifies as non-binary. Gender fluid. A person whose gender identity shifts between male, female, both, or neither. Oh, fuck. Genderqueer. A person who doesn't identify as transgender, non-binary, male, or female. But isn't that the same? Isn't that the same as a person who doesn't have a gender or sees themselves as neither man or woman? Agender. Isn't genderqueer a person who doesn't identify as transgender, non-binary, male, or female? Yeah, it's the same as agender, right? I don't know, maybe they could whittle it down and bring the number down a little bit. But if they're looking to be inclusive, then they better add all of these. They better add all of these in the game. Not body type A and body type B and like pronouns and all of that. They better add agender, bigender, cisgender, gemigender, gender fluid, gender queer, fucking gender neutral, non-binary, pangender, two-spirit, third gender, transgender. Fuck your agenda. Besides male and female, there are 72 other genders. This is bad. There's 72 genders. That's amibemi gender. Ibem gender associated with being profound, deep, and infinite. What? Null gender, genderless, gender void, neutral gender. What is this? This is a sickness. Well, anyway, if they want to be inclusive of all of these sort of actual nutters, then they better add all of that 72 genders to pick from, and then have the surgery scars as well, like they got in Dragon Age. That should go well with the new audience.
Upcoming first-person fantasy RPG Avowed will feature.
And you know what? I'm excited for Avowed. I can't lie. There's only two genders. Literally, there's only two genders. I agree. And you know what? With Avowed, I was excited for it. I am excited for it. It's Obsidian, great development company. But what's going on with the people at, the director, whoever it is, the producer, art director, fuck knows who he is. Now, I think he's got some sort of issue.
Pronouns. Now, this is happening a lot in video games right now when companies are making games and they're focused more on providing identity politics than a genuinely amazing high-quality experience. Look at Dragon Age: The Veilguard. The character.
Yeah, man, that's true. When even Google, used for fact checking 90% of the time, can't even produce facts anymore. Yeah, it's scary. There's male, female, and mentally ill. I agree. Yes.
Creator was mental illness simulator. You got to choose pronouns. You could add top surgery scars when you got in the game. You add character.
That's crazy. Calling Dragon Age. Oh, that's crazy.
Dragon Age: The Veilguard. The character creator was mental illness simulator.
Crazy. But the character creator was quite good. But yeah, all that shit is lame.
You got to choose pronouns. You could add top surgery scars when you got in the game. You add characters like Tosh, who were not really characters that were well written. They simply existed in order to push a specific narrative.
Yeah, they exist because they were gay. That's the simple reason. There's characters in that game that exist simply because they're gay.
You add terms like non-binary into the game, which is absurd. I don't want modern terminology in my video games, especially when we're talking about a dragon fan.
We're talking about a fantasy game. We're talking about an escape of reality. That's what a video game is. That's what any form of entertainment is, in my opinion. That's how I view it. It's an escape from the mundane reality that you live in. So the nightmare of it would be that that escape, be it a game, book, movie, whatever it is, when you escape into it, it's exactly the same as the world you're just trying to escape from. It's like a nightmare you can't escape from. Nah, fuck that. We don't need that.
Fantasy game. I don't want to hear about transgender, non-binary. I shouldn't have to pick my pronouns, but we're seeing on character sheets that yes, characters do feature, at least in this menu, pronouns. The inclusion of pronouns into the game was discovered after YouTuber Force Gaming shared an early review of the game after he was allowed to play around 20 hours of it. Now, first of all, as a content creator myself, I think that this is ridiculous. I do not think that it should be this way. Content creators,
20 hours.
Sure, could get early play testing if they are
20 hours
at some sort of event like a PAX, for
man completed the game,
example, and there are booths, but I do not think content creators should be able to get full access to a game, especially this early. It's not even releasing anytime soon, and it has been delayed multiple times. But during his review, while discussing the leveling system, he showed off some of the game's menus where it clearly identifies his character with he, him pronouns. So it looks pretty standard. There's an abilities, character, inventory, journal.
Well, where's the he, him thing? Oh, there. Yeah, it's there.
And map tabs, but it says that he is a level 6. It shows the experience needed for the next level, war hero, and then he/him. And you would imagine that if they are including pronouns, there's not just
There's like no need. I don't know why they need to do that.
going to be he.
Other than to appease these mentally unstable people. I can't think of any other reason why you would have that there. You can clearly see it's a man, or you can clearly see it's a woman. You don't need to have he, him there, or she, her, or they, them. That's just strange.
/him and she/her. There's most likely also going to be a they/them.
Yeah, 100%.
And who knows what else they're going
A V, ver, z, zer, sis, ses, so, si, sa, until they're fucking casting a spell on you, the fuckers.
to add to this. Now, I have to be honest, I think that this game looks really rough around the edges, judging by the more recent
It does look like an exciting game, though. I think it's set in the Pillars of Eternity universe and world. And it looks quite decent, man. And I like Obsidian. I can't lie, I like Obsidian. Fallout New Vegas, amazing. Everyone talks about it. But as well, what was it called? Outer Worlds. I think it's Outer Worlds. That was good. I liked that. I enjoyed that.
trailers and teasers that we've seen. It really does not look like a super high quality experience. Now, because it is Obsidian, I have higher expectations,
Yeah,
but their
Obsidian's
last
good.
giant release, The Outer Worlds, wasn't my favorite game
I
either.
liked it.
Felt that
It wasn't amazing, but I enjoyed it. I completed it. Went all the way through.
that was also pretty okay. I didn't think that it was terrible, don't get me wrong. I just felt like it was quite an underwhelming experience, and
Yeah,
it
I get that
truly
as
did
well.
not do anything super
wasn't
unique
shocking.
that we hadn't seen in a game before.
It was really well made though. It was like polished, nice. I thought the systems were nice, but yeah, it wasn't like they're breaking the mold. They're bringing something new. It's just another one of them, like kind of like Fallout.
Avowed to me looks similar to something like Skyrim in terms of the magic system and the first person combat, but I just don't think that it looks like a super high
Avowed. She's talking about Avowed, upcoming game from Obsidian.
quality experience. Maybe once it comes out, the pronouns really won't matter, and it will be an absolutely fantastic video game, though seeing this already is pretty worrying because this is the direction that the mainstream industry has headed in over the past couple of years, pushing things like gender ideology when people just want really great high quality experiences. But to top that off, we never had heard
Your furniture just started floating.
anything like this was going to be featured
These, them, these, fucking hell.
in the game, though now it is, and it's a little bit suspicious because Microsoft, Xbox Games Studios parent company obviously, has made it abundantly clear it wants to normalize this. The company released its Gaming for Everyone's product inclusion framework earlier this
It's crazy.
year, where it
I don't know why they got to do that, man. They talk about it like we don't need to talk about it, but then they're always talking about it. That's the forefront of the conversation. It makes it's so strange, man.
instructs developers to answer a set of
They're like, we got to accept everyone for who they are, and then they begin with their sexual orientation. Like, what? Let's forget that. And we're not accepting people for who they are. So why are you starting with your sexual orientation then? Hi, I'm John. My pronouns are they, them. Huh?
questions. Some of these questions include, what steps have you taken to ensure characters are represented respectfully and authentically? Are you reinforcing any negative gender stereotypes?
Oh, fuck.
Are you unnecessarily introducing gender and gender barriers into your code or design? Are you creating playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? Are your female
Wow,
characters
what's
equipped
going
with
on here?
clothing and
What are these agendas?
armor that's realistic, that fits their tasks? Do they have
Do they have exaggerated body proportions? Well, what does that mean? Big tits? Well, what does that mean?
exaggerated body proportions?
Bastards.
When the story
That's why they're uglifying all the chicks in the games. They're making them all like men. So, I swear it's a rebellion against femininity. Feminists hate femininity. It's crazy.
allows, do you show male characters who display a full range of emotions, including joy, sadness, and vulnerability, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Developers should not need companies to hold their hands. If a developer
What's this? And it said what? It made it abundantly clear it wants to normalize gender ideology through video games. The company released its Gaming for Everyone product inclusion framework. Some of the questions include, and we saw, oh God, why? Why gatekeep things like this? Why do that?
and a team of creatives make something that they feel
And they talk about fascism. It's so crazy.
confident in, that should be the end
Fucking
of the
hell.
story. But because Microsoft decided to release this inclusion framework earlier this year, it's led a lot of
It's like abide by this framework or else.
people to question, what were the games like before developers actually had to take these pieces of information, these rules, into consideration. I personally hate hearing this, that developers cannot tell the story they want because they are being controlled by their parent
Yeah,
companies and
that's
by
what it is.
higher ups at companies. If
They'll be like, show me that script. Nah, it's not gay enough.
a developer feels confident in the content that they've made, that should be at the end of the story. That should be what they're releasing. And that's just not the state of the industry currently. So like I said, take all of this with a grain of salt, but be mindful of the fact that there are pronouns on character tabs and character sheets. And one would assume if there's he/him, there's going to be she/her and they/them. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if there was two options, why would you even add them in the first place? And that also means that it could seep into the gameplay itself, that there could be very annoying
Yeah, this is the thing that's scary in today's climate of gaming. When we see a simple thing like that, he, him, in the character sheet, in game, we start getting worried because you think, oh no, how deep does the sickness go? How deep is this cancer? Has it reached even the story?
characters who only
So what you do is you watch and observe it from afar. If anything, you poke it with a stick every now and then. A little look. Poke it with a stick. What's that? What are you doing? What are you doing there, Avowed? Poke it with a stick. Then when it looks safe, then go pick it up.
only exist to push a specific narrative, like Tosh, for example. Who doesn't want a Tosh in their game? These devs will ask, and then we will cringe visibly because that's the way that they think. Why not add one or two characters that are extremely annoying? So, like I usually say, do not pre-order. Wait until the game has released or you've
Yeah,
heard
definitely.
reviews.
Never, ever, ever, ever pre-order. Unless it's a Rockstar game that you love. That's the best advice I can give you in life. Never, even Rockstar never pre-order. Just don't pre-order. Why? Why are you going to pre-order? What for?
Release from your favorite
Buy it on the day. What for? What are you worried? What are you worried about? Is it going to run out? Buy it on the day.
content creators, even if you still trust Access Media, if you have a YouTuber that you really like, maybe an ex-user who does reviews, wait until the game is fully released to decide whether or not you want to purchase this. And hey, while I've loved some of the games Obsidian has made in the past, I'm staying very skeptical just because of the
Yeah.
state of the industry. So I will be keeping my eye.
Trust me. And then, like I said just a minute ago, seeing a little thing like here, me think, how deep does this go? Is this going to affect the whole bloody story? Oh no.
On this
So you watch from afar.
situation. If there are any updates, of course I will post them on social media or make a follow-up video, but for now that's all that I really had to discuss. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
Amazing. I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, why did I have a thing like that in the game? Why? Other than to please the psychos. What other reason could it be? I don't know. But that was a great video.